中式八球国际大师赛。接下来欢迎川江龙啸台
Table TV1。
首先有请来自中国的赵汝亮。
Let us welcome Xiao Ruang from China.
接下来有请中国雷一伟。
Let us welcome Lei Yiwei from China.
接下来即将为您介绍本场比赛裁判员。主裁判
The umpire.
刘媛媛，助理裁判员
The assistant umpire.
何秀红、张星星。精彩比赛即将开始，让我们共同期待。
请双方选手争夺开球权的权，听我口令，预备，3、2、1，开始。赵汝亮获得开球权的权。
Good day everyone and welcome to Day 7 here at the 13th World Heyball Masters Grand Finals, brought to you by Joy. We have such an exciting match on the TV table. Now it's Xiao Ruang against Lei Yiwei. These are the Chinese players in the Chinese group, and this is stage 2, round 3. So this is a must win. This is the losers bracket, and yeah, very exciting matches to come as well. In commentary, I'm joined by Lenyukta Chetty all the way from South Africa. Hi Lenyukta, how are you enjoying today's matches?
I'm loving it, Raymond. Hello, everybody, all the viewers joining us on Facebook and YouTube. This is to have kind of like a front row seat to all the action. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's a, well, commentator's dream, I guess. Raymond, this is two of China's finest on the team.
Definitely is, and a big favorite in Xiao Ruang. He is the person who took out Tang Shunshao, actually 13-6. I believe that was 2 days ago, so he is really a force to be reckoned with. And yes, one of the best, definitely. And thank you to all the viewers for joining us. We do see a lot of the people we know on the stream. Thank you so much for being here and supporting the tournament and supporting us as well.
Welcome everyone once again, and remember to hit that share button on the corner left if you're joining us on Facebook. Let people know that China's finest is on the TV table now, and we're in for a treat. We're definitely in for a treat. I mean, Xiao Ruang, he's been quite impressive, consistently impressive in most of the Masters that have happened over the last 13 years.
Yeah, he's a very consistent player. I put him up there with the likes of Kang Peng as well and Biang Ji as well. So now he's really a player to take serious. And if I had to call a winner for this match, I would say I'd be leaning towards him. Definitely. And Yukta, I'm just going to have a look at some of the matches that happened earlier, some of the scores from that. We did see Gareth Potts winning
some of those
match.
upsets.
Yeah, we did see Gareth Potts winning his match on the TV table 1, but Diana Kojeva was able to win her match as well. Really impressed with her play, especially coming back after yesterday's loss to Kelly Fisher. So well done to Diana Kojeva for making it through. She did win that match 13-11. I believe she was down at one point quite a bit. So good comeback from her. Ricky Walden has been eliminated. He is out of the tournament, as we didn't know. That was a losers bracket earlier today, so the players that did lose have to go home, unfortunately, as a second loss. So Ricky Walden, we know, took his first loss against Jason Teron and from South Africa, and took his second loss today. Stephen Ellis was able to overcome Matthew Selt 13-9. Really good match from those two, and Matthew Selt with 6 runouts and still losing that match. That shows you what a high quality that match was indeed. Rebecca Jane Kenner winning her match, really impressed with her as well. And Arfan Dad taking out David Lilly 13-10. Well done to Arfan in that match. Alex Pagulayan as well carrying on with his winning streak. We did see Caesar Chandiga losing his match earlier, 13-8.
Oh, we got to send our condolences out to those Caesar supporters. They must be
have
gutted. They're probably more gutted than Caesar himself.
No, they definitely are, but what an excellent fan base he has, and a great group of supporters as well. We hope to see them on these streams, and we hope to see them at this tournament in future, supporting their favorite player live as well, and even playing in the event. Another few scores coming through. Michael Ogard overcomes Sina Valazada 13-7. Sina is an excellent player as well, plays in most of the Heyball tournaments now. Michael Tomlinson, what a run he's having. We know about Michael Tomlinson, don't we, Lenyukta? How good he is on the black ball table.
Him.
What he's done to South Africa. Yes, we
yeah,
know what he's done
had
to
the
South
pleasure
Africa.
of watching him up close at the Moroccan World Championship.
Yeah, he's a destroyer
Amazing.
of teams. So, and he's actually the player that took out Marina Jacobs from South Africa in this tournament. So yeah, he played. Speaking to Marina, he played phenomenally to beat her, just finish after finish. So Michael Tomlinson, that's a player to look out for. We have Max Benko also carrying on in that losers bracket, as he was able to overcome Santipub from Thailand. Some really good matches, really good ones. So yeah, back to the action now. We are watching Xiao Ruang, and this is the losers bracket of the Chinese draw, stage 2. So the loser of this match will be going home, unfortunately.
Race to 13 all the way, and I mean, as luck would have it, these TV table matches have more often than not see it go down to the wire. Hey, Raymond.
Yeah, we've seen quite a few deciders on this match. The match with Tang Shun Shao and Liu Haitao also going to decider. That was really a hectic match. But you know, I keep saying Xiao Ruang is in the losers bracket. I have to go and have a look at that bracket and see who he lost against, because saying his name and losers bracket together just doesn't go.
It's an oxymoron.
Yeah, it definitely is. Oh, I remember the match. It was Liu Xin. We spoke about this earlier. Liu Xin was the player to defeat Xiao Ruang, and Liu Xin currently the World Heyball champion. And the
Champion of champions.
Champion of champions.
Champion
the
of champions, yes.
13-6 to Liu Xin over Zhao.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not a tight score at all. That's
wow.
Quite a defeat. And that match saw Liu Xin having 7 runouts and Xiao Ruang just 4 runouts in that match. So too sure what happened in that match, but Liu Xun must have been playing a really great game to overcome Xiao Ruang.
Well, we've got a query from our comment section. Sylvester Mtunzi has just inquired when Jason Thoran from South Africa will be playing again. I believe he'll be playing tomorrow. Hey, Raymond.
6 p.m. tonight, Lenyukta.
6 p.m.
The international players are playing tonight. That's 6 p.m. tonight, and I do believe that is winners qualification. So if Jason Thoran
big
can
one
win
for
that
Jason.
match, he will be through to the last 32 of this competition. So we are really behind him, supporting him from South Africa and Africa, really doing the continent proud is Jason Thoran. So we have some exciting matches coming up later, as well as the match we were talking about, Justin Sage against Phone Min Kyo. That is.
Oof! I hope we get that one,
Yeah,
Raymond.
I
I
really
hope
hope
we
that
get
one.
that one on the TV table. That is going to be beautiful.
That's the one I
Beautiful.
want to watch. Two players in form. Definitely a match to watch.
You know, speaking about Michael Felt, Joy posted earlier an interview that they did with him, and he was talking about his 20-odd years experience as a snooker player, and he was also talking about how difficult and challenging Heyball is. You know, the players that we get to enjoy playing the game, they make it look so easy. But let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this hybrid Q Sport, one of the most difficult to master. So the things that we see these players doing, making it look so easy, it's because they've put in the time. They've put in the time.
But also, Matthew Selt, we have to remember, he's currently a professional snooker player in England, as well as ranked 35th in the world. Now, for a player like him to be talking about how difficult it is to adapt to this game, also got about 215 century breaks, professional century breaks under his belt.
Wow. Wow. You know, he did mention particularly that he's not, calibrated to pool yet. But I think, just like all of us who have been to the Masters, you feel so inspired to be better at this game once you've been here. And I think this might be his first showing, at the Masters.
I do believe he might have been here last year as well. I know we had Stuart Bingham here, I think Mark Williams as well last year. So I do think Matt Salt has been here before, but it is a different game. But I have seen one thing about his game is his cue ball control. Because he's coming from napcloth, his cueing is so good. His cue ball control is pinpoint. He's actually one of those players that points to where he wants the cue ball on the table, and usually that's where the cue ball ends up. So I must say, watching him yesterday, his cue ball control is really something we can all strive to get in this game. Mr. Vincent, the game I said that is the game to watch later on would be the Phone Min Kyo against Justin Sage from Australia. That's going to be a real match tonight. Really looking forward to watching that one. Two players on form. And yeah, that is both winners bracket matches, so the loser of that will go through to the losers bracket. It is a double elimination still for those players. So yeah, stay tuned to our live streams, and that match will be coming to you at 6 p.m. We aren't sure of the TV table match yet, but we are hoping that it is that one.
And Xiao Ruang, he's managed to get
smashing this break.
2-0.
Manny said it. Yeah, Manny said it earlier. He is absolutely crushing the break.
Looks like he wants to secure stripes.
延时
Yeah, definitely on
Stripes in
stripes.
play.
How's his cue ball looking? Not looking the best for up table. He does, however, have the 9 at the bottom of the table, so it's not bad. But a bit of work to do in this frame. And that's what I like to
definitely a
see.
reroute.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely a reroute for him. Didn't get the position that he wanted. with that cue ball.
But also, this is what I like to see when a great player is at the table, and there's some work to do. It's always a wonder to watch the way they are able to get through the rack and still go for their run out, even though there are a few issues on the table.
Yeah, he lost the cue ball again there, I think. Probably wanted to go for that 14 next, but he's got good shape on the 13. He should be able to sneak that in there into the corner pocket.
I'm really interested to see how he deals with the 11 and the 15 mid-table. If he decides to take them down to the bottom.
What's happened? Again.
It's a little bit loose on this frame. I think
Yeah.
It's tight on the 14. It's slightly loose with the cue ball here, but honestly, I don't expect him to.
That 11 can go to the corner pocket though, so maybe that will be his next move.
Yeah, if he can get the 11 to the corner, then it opens up the 15 straight away. And there we go. I think he's played on it now. However, not on the right angle of it, as the cue ball is running into the 15. Would have preferred to be on the other side of the 11.
Oh, he played that well.
Has to take the 15
I think
down.
third frame loading. Looks like he's vying to make the 8-ball on the left center pocket of this shot. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Xiao Ruang with his third point, 3-0 lead.
开球清台。
Race to 13.
Break and roll.
Absolutely, Mr. Vincent. They play precision pool, precision pool. So that's why it's so uncommon when we actually see them lose the white ball, on any given frame. So yeah, it's really a thing of beauty to watch when they're in form and they get that pinpoint accuracy with their white ball positioning. It's just, yeah, they're amazing. They're amazing. And they put in so much time. These professional players in China, that's what they do. They do that all the time. And China having a population of over 1 billion players with maybe 30 million pool players, and you'd be surprised to know a bulk of that is actually female cueists. It shows the competition, the standard is so high in that country, so high.
Then Yukta, in saying that about the standard, did you have a look at the break and run rate for this match?
Yep.
Currently 3-0 to Ruliang and 3 break and finishes. That is...
Does he
that
make
is
a ball
madness.
yet? Does he make a ball?
I don't think so. No, his
Oh, he
opponent's up.
didn't. He didn't make a ball. I think we would have seen a fourth one from him in a row had he done that, because he's in good form. He's
Very
in good
good
form.
form.
He's recovering well. Lost the white ball a little bit, but the recovery game, top draw.
I think this is the first time in this match we're actually getting a chance to see his opponent. It's the first time he's let his opponent come to the table.
Yes. Introducing Lei Yiwei.
Lei Yiwei, yes.
10秒。
Lei Yiwei.
Welcome to the game. 3-0 down already. So all he did so far was lose the leg. That's all he's done. Sam's asking us what's the most rack and runs consecutively so far. I would have to say I'm not too sure on that stat yet. We haven't got those stats, but from what I've seen, you're looking at about 4 or 5 break and runs in a row. I don't think we have had more than that yet. And that's just from what I've heard and actually seen as well. So after watching those first 3 racks, I have to say Xiao Ruang, massive favorite for this tournament as well. I foresee a final between Rulang and Kang Peng actually. That's the 2 players I see. Yep, that's the 2 players I see.
I'm gonna remember. I'll remember that you said that. But that would be a great final. Actually, considering that Master Yeboah is out of the tournament now, that would be a great final. Of course, I would have loved to see Tang Chenchao in that final again, but it wasn't her year.
However, we are also forgetting one player, and not very clever of us to overlook him. That is Chu Biangji. We are overlooking him. He is
Oh,
here.
yes!
He is here.
Yes!
He's the defending champion. So, yeah, this is, for me, it's those 3 players from the Chinese side at least that one of them will be in the final. In my opinion, we'd love to see an international player as the other person in the final. There, we'd love to see nothing more than that.
Well, Sam Taylor just asked, have multiple people run 4 racks? I think so. I think so, Sam. There was a few.
How many racks did Shiv run yesterday in a row? I think it was 4. Was it not 4?
Mm-hmm. And I think Garrett hit the couple this morning as well. I think he also hit 4 in a row.
Yeah, I think there have been multiple people to hit 4. We aren't sure about 5. Usually we get the statistics around last 16 stage. That's when we get the break and run statistics out so far in the tournament. So keep an eye on that. It should be on our Facebook page. But that is an interesting stat to look at. Is the most consecutive break and runs actually.
Oh, Lee.
第4局雷伟胜比分
Lee gets on the scoreboard.
Yeah, Lei Yuwei
And he
on the
gets to
scoreboard.
break.
That was a rack and run off Xiao Ruliang's try break. So far in this match, 4 frames done, 4 clearances, 22 minutes played. You know, the thing is that's scary is that these players have almost mastered the break already. Almost. They're not far from having mastered this break. So if this rule stays the same, next year at the Masters, there won't be any difference between the break of the triangle and the break of the magic rack. I can guarantee you that. These players will find a way.
And I think, having these type of players on the TV table as well, it's such an awesome learning opportunity for us aspiring great players, to watch. If we can pay close attention to what they're doing. Well, he's made a ball. He's made, I think, the 5 solid in the center pocket.
Yeah, he definitely has. He has made a ball.
He hit that top ball. I mean, that was definitely a power break from Lee, and he hit that top ball of the rack. I think half ball contact on that. So it'll be interesting to also see what Zhao does when he's going to break, because all of them have employed some sort of different break under the new break rule thing. So it's really interesting to see what the reaction is of the balls when they do that, especially those of them who are breaking consistently.
Oh, and have a look at that shot. My word.
Oh,
To power that in at that pace.
try to open up there.
That is unbelievable. You can't play that shot at that pace. You cannot. Have a look at the pace.
Unless you're Chinese.
Unbelievable. That is unreal. But I can tell you that only goes in on a steel block table. Table has to be steel block to let that go in. But the accuracy
And the steel
required.
block tables from Joy Bullies as your Q7, your Q8, and your Q9. Those are the steel block tables from Joy Bullies.
A little bit of work to do here for Lee. It's going to be an interesting frame. I think he can just get through to the 6.
Oof, but that's a tight squeeze for the 6. Really tight squeeze there for the 6. Can't even play the 2 because he is obstructed. Oh, but he can see the 6, but I don't know if he has the potting angle on it, Raymond. Maybe he does.
But also it's the bridging. Have a look at the bridging. It's going very low on the cue ball.
Yeah.
I think he can get to it, but he wants a lot of reaction off this cue ball.
Oh, nice.
Has he
Nice.
gotten through for the 2 ball? But still, you know, if he can even pot the 2 ball to go from 3 to 7 or 7 to 3, this is tough. This will be a tough clearance to make. But that's also the thing, Lenyuk, though, in watching these players play. We see Xiao Ruang going 3-0 up, 3 clearances, and in our head we're thinking, okay, this is going his way. One dry break, his opponent comes to the table, makes a clearance, possibly another one. Oh my word.
That's a solid pot.
That's
a solid
rock
pot.
solid. Anyone who's played on this table knows how difficult that shot is.
I think a little bit of sides off the squish ball, and he should find the 2. Wow, that was a great pressure shot there from Lee. Just testament to the caliber of these players.
Oh, we have Andrew on the stream. Thanks for joining us, Andrew. Appreciate the kind words. Lenyukta, Andrew was one of the players I met in Los Angeles, and he was trying very hard to beat me on the tables there, on the practice tables. So he's demanding a rematch when he sees me in Australia later this year.
Oh, that's lovely. It's really great, hey, through the sport, the amazing people we get to meet all over
exactly.
the world. It's one of the best things about playing a sport on a high level. And you know what? With this opportunity, that said, okay, as we see Lee take his second point and he's going to break again. This is great. This is great stuff. Lee really bringing the fire here. What a great recovery from him, Raymond.
That was a tough
What
finish.
a great recovery.
That was one of the best break and runs I've seen, because there were some really, really tough shots in that. So yeah, no, well done to him. And that's 5 frames gone and 5 clearances. There we see it. Have a look at those statistics. So far, perfect match. Perfect match except from one dry break from Xiao Ruang. Unbelievable. And also, Lenukta, as you were saying about the people we meet because of this game, also it's nice to have the same people on the stream as well. You know, the people you've met or the common names that we see at all the tournaments, supporting us, and we are so grateful to everyone tuning in and your kind words and your support. If there's anything that you'd like to ask us, drop a comment or a direct message as well. We'll try and help you as best we can.
The president of All Africa Pool Association is on the stream. Good day, Mr. Sbudladla. Nice to see you. And that was an excellent speech that you delivered at the expo. Thank you for doing your best for our continent and for our players. Raymond, the thing is, going back to what you said about the experience of meeting people because of these tournaments, the beauty of this tournament specifically is that you don't have to be your country's best to have a shot to play here.
Not at all.
Joy makes it so easy for any player who wants to go and play in the international qualifier. The opportunity is there. So guys, start saving. The year goes by quickly. You just need that flight money. Your accommodation is covered, food is covered, and you get to play against the world's finest. You get to play against the world's hopeful great players as well in the international qualifier. It's such a treat. It's so good for you. It's so good for your pool soul. So if you can, prepare yourself, do what you need to do. And next year, when the time comes and they start taking registrations, you just reach out to the Joy staff. They're loud and proud all over Facebook. And you'll be able to register. Also check with your local federations in your country for Q Sport on what processes they employ in order to give players the opportunity in your country.
Yeah, and we did see over about 700 international players at this tournament this year, representing 122 different countries. Now look at that number, Lenyukta.
122. That's amazing. Every letter in the alphabet represented, well, tenfold actually.
Yeah, no, it was
Beautiful.
such a beautiful experience to be here, and I do agree with you. We urge players to make their way to this tournament. Registration is free, and hotel is provided as well. Hotels are free, as well as transport while you are here in China. So it's all on you to
Airport
to push yourself.
transfers, yeah. And you're treated like pool royalty there, even if you're not Gareth Potts. You're treated like
definitely
pool. You're treated so well. They really go above and beyond in terms of hospitality to the international players. It's an absolute treat. I've often said this to our players in South Africa. It is an experience that every pool player should have. Attending a tournament, attending a show this alone of this.
Yeah, it's the greatest show on earth for a pool player, I have to say, Lenyukta. I mean, you've been to these tournaments, you've seen the opening ceremony, you've also seen the way the players are treated. Usually there's a little trip to somewhere nearby. Last year into the Great Wall. This year I believe it was to see the pandas, as Chengdu is the home of the pandas. So, I mean, you're also getting a chance to experience parts of China, as well as experience so much of pool, and that is a miss. That is
Unbelievable.
A miss. That is a miss. How has he missed that? You know what I like sometimes? I don't know if you've seen this before, but after a player misses, when there's been no miss, the opposition straight away gets a cue ball cleaned. As if that was a dirty cue ball shot,
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, it was a really nice comment on the stream. Big up to Jason Turon and Jason Turon from South Africa. His work is definitely paying off in Heyball, and he's doing so well. He's actually one win away tonight from entering the last 32 of this tournament, and we are very proud of him as well.
Yeah, we affectionately known as Jabu on the African continent. Jason Theron has been one of those consistent Heyball players from Africa. I mean, he's attended many of these Masters tournaments. He's even made it to the last 32 once before. So this is a big moment for him, huge moment. And currently, he's the last African standing, I think, in this tournament. Arfan Dad. Arfan Dad is still in.
Arfan Dad is from Pakistan.
Oh, from Pakistan. Yes, from Pakistan.
Just having a look at the scores, seeing if Zhang Teiyi is still in. We've had that question on our comments section. I do believe he might be playing right now. Yeah, he's currently playing. He is in, and he's on TV table 2. Zhang Teiyi. He's 3-3 up. Oh, the score is 3-all against Chen Zi, and in that match as well, There's been 6 frames gone, 6 clearances. How about the level? How about the level at this stage in the tournament? Oh, there's a question for you, Lenyukta, on the stream.
Let me have a look. Is Caesar out already? Is that the one?
That is the one.
Aku Nkoma.
Don't break his heart,
yes.
Lenyukta. You're breaking his heart.
Grip your chest while I give you this news. Caesar was knocked out in the previous round. So, yeah, our condolences to all the Caesar supporters.
Sounds a bit like you're making a small joke there about that, Lenyukta.
Steve Jameson says his Caesar out. Life is not worth living anymore.
Steve is definitely making a joke.
Too soon, Steve. Too soon.
Too soon. Oh, have a look at this cue ball. It's gone a bit far on the 6. Not too happy with that. So this would be a big frame for Xiao Ruang to win because it's off a miss from his opponent. So that'll be the first mistake that would be capitalized upon. Do you see him getting position on this 3-ball, Lenyukta?
Well, you know, he's got to pass that stripe on the cushion.
Oh no, he's not taking the
there
6.
first. I think he's gonna go for a bank.
He went for it. Oh, he's gotten lucky. He's gotten lucky.
Well, we're about to see how lucky he got because Lee. I'm just trying to think. He could potentially play 3 cushions here to come down for that ball.
He's coming into the angle nicely. Oh, if he's landed on this is ridiculous. If he has landed on this,
What a beautiful execution. That 3 cushions was perfectly executed. Wow. Oh my word. Oh my word. No, definitely.
Yeah, it could go.
Oh.
Just catching the inside jaw, and once it does that, it's not going in.
I'm wondering if the putting angle was a little bit hampered because you saw the way he played that shot. He didn't try to come up too much with the cue ball, you know, for the black. So I think if he had a better putting angle, he would have possibly played it a little bit harder. Oh, wow.
Still a good shot required from Xiao Ruang to get the cue ball over for the 3-ball. Yeah, you're going to see him use a bit of right-hand side. He's taking the 3 first. Now, do you see the shot selection? We would go for the 6, play with the cue ball across.
Did he manage?
I don't think so.
Oh, I think he can see it. He can see it.
But the shot selection there seems... No, he can't. There you have it. He can't. He has to swerve this.
Well, this is do or die for Lee for this frame. This is the money shot. Oof.
Almost getting a nice kiss off the black ball and going to the top.
Edward Hoffman, which country are you streaming in from? I've never heard this proverb before. Tighter than the top pickle in a pickle bottle. Sounds very English.
Loving the banter on the comments section.
I know.
It's hilarious.
Steve Jameson coming in hot. Steve Jameson coming in hot in the comment section.
And have a look at Edward once again. Just just ripping off the
Rubbing it
band-aid.
in.
Yeah, rubbing it in. Oh, he's from Seattle. Oh, that explains it. That explains it. Yeah, we do appreciate you guys on the stream. It's really fun to have you guys here and engaging with you guys. Thank you so much for being here with us. It's a privilege for us.
Yeah, absolutely. The views on the stream, they keep us company as much as race to 30.
We actually have a question on our YouTube stream as well. We are live on YouTube as well. When will Shivam Arora be playing? And he will actually be in action tonight. So 6 p.m. matches tonight, 6 p.m. local time here in Chengdu, China. That is when we see the international brackets being played, and those are some winners qualification matches already on. So Shivam Arora is already going to be playing for his winners qualification match. One more win for him and he's in the last 32. Jason Turon as well, as far as I know. One more win for him in the last 32 as well.
And here on the table, a dry break. Dry break. Thank you so much, Manny, Rod. Raymond's done a fantastic job. He's done a fantastic job, and I'm really happy to be joining him today for this. It's really an honor, and most of us are, well, if you're not commentating, you're watching, and I guess you just get to say whatever pops into your head. So you're lucky in a lucky space if you get to have a front row seat to these matches.
And we definitely do, and I do appreciate you joining me in commentary, Lenukta, from halfway across the world, we should say.
Yeah, well, I'm actually seated in Cape Town, South Africa at the moment, and Raymond's there in Chengdu. So we managed to, Raymond's very good with technology, so he's managed to make a plan, and here we are.